everybody, welcome to Please Send Help. This is Andrew and Justin.
He's a fucking liar. It's not true.
Okay. Do you have a middle name, Andrew?
I do have a middle name. Do you want to know my middle name?
I do, actually. I'm scared, but I do want
My name is Philip, and I think that's kind of weird. Yeah.
That's a good name. Why is that weird?
It just seems like a weird name to have in the middle of both of my names. Like Philip Mercado, you know? It just like, it kind of stops you midway, like, what? Philip? You know, like...
It's just It comes around the corner. It comes around the corner. And they're like, oh, hey. So
it's
my
like
middle
that
name...
song, like, she'd be coming around the mountain. It's like that. That's my favorite song.
Philip will be coming around the mountain when it comes.
I don't know why I brought that song up. I'm not like an old-timey fucking 1920s, I don't know, guy that sings those type of songs. Yeah.
My middle name is Michael, and so is my brother's middle name, and so is my dad's middle name. Which I hate. I hate
what
that I have this thing.
Wow! How coincidental is that?
Wouldn't that be terrible? They just forgot. They forgot that.
Cousin Michael. No, all right, whatever. We're all Michael.
Anyway, we are here at the White House.
Yep, we're right in the middle of the Oval Office, and no one is around.
We
crazy.
Just walked right in. It was
we just
left
walked
the
in.
door
There wasn't
ajar.
really a lot of security. Oh man.
I don't know where they are.
Yeah, we landed actually. When we landed, we actually crashed through the middle of the roof of the White House into the Oval Office. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You guys should have been. We actually killed two security guards and Secret Service
we murdered them.
They were guarding the Oval Office. We didn't mean to.
No,
but,
it just happened. They came at us, really. We're the real victims.
They came at us, like, after, we came at them, to be honest. We landed on them. And I get that they would be mad, but it's like, hey, we didn't mean to land on you,
We didn't mean to land on you, man. We didn't.
It's like,
we're here now. What do you want us to do?
Fucking
calm
assholes.
down, you fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah. See, we're telling this to their faces as they're dead in front of us right now. So we're here. We have unlimited access to, like, one of the most famously secretive places in our nation. We're right in the Oval Office. It's
the room isn't as oval as I thought it would be, to be honest.
No, it's actually octagonal, and no one ever says that.
It doesn't have the same room. Same thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's shaped like a stop sign. It's So.
The octagon room, I guess, doesn't have.
And it's just like my favorite song, "Stop in the Name of Love." It's like that. It's like the symbol of that song.
Yeah. It really is. Oh, look at that over there. Donald Trump is taking a nap on the couch.
How did we not see this before?
I don't know.
That lumbering fucking jackass. He's taking up the whole couch. Look at him, sprawled across the whole thing.
He is so large.
I guess who else is going to come in here? But still, damn! Look at it. He just started to take a huge piss. It's going down his leg. Oh my god!
I'm gonna take his wig.
It's almost spraying out of his pants. Like he's peeing so much. It's insane. It looks like he's sweating too, like profusely. Like this guy's a
here.
Like
hold his wig. It's kind of greasy.
Why are you touching his head? You fucking sicko.
I'm just curious.
That's so gross. Look at your hand now.
Oh man, it's like holding a slice of greasy pizza. It's just not.
Yeah. And then you don't even get to eat it afterwards. Does it taste like pizza?
I guess you could, but it's not a good idea.
What if he combs his hair with pizza?
Oh.
It kind of looks like it, to be honest. Look, there's a pepperoni here. Ew. What the fuck?
It's crazy how much money he has and how terrible his dieting habits are.
I don't understand how this fucking grown child person ever got to where he got. I don't. He's just pissing himself.
Are you talking about?
Goes to sleep. It's
I don't know. It's dumb luck, I guess.
I guess
Somebody
that's
has
what
to
it is.
be.
It's old money, It's just growing up with
Right.
a father that already was rich.
Who I guess his father did achieve his wealth on his own, but it's I'm sure that it was not through legal means.
It's not. The thing is, he lies about literally everything, dude. It's not. If you look at the family history, he's not the first one to employ these tactics. Look at his.
No, but
yeah,
I'll take it even deeper than that, though. Have you ever heard of Roy Cohn?
I have not.
Okay, so Roy Cohn, he's featured in the play Angels in America.
Okay.
Roy Cohn,
I know the play, but I haven't watched it.
Roy Cohn was a lawyer in the 80s who was this big time. He was the big player in New York. He was a fixer. He would do all this legal shit. His protege was Donald Trump. Fun fact also about Roy Cohn. He got AIDS in the 80s. But he wouldn't admit that he was gay. He was like, I'm not gay. I just have sex with men. That's not gay. Gay is a cultural thing. I'm not feminine. I just enjoy having sex with men. And he got AIDS, but he wouldn't admit he got AIDS. So he told everybody he had liver cancer. And he wouldn't receive treatment. He was like, nah, it's just liver cancer. It's fine. I don't have AIDS. Eventually, he died of it.
Do you think that denial can be a good placebo effect?
That's a good point. That's a very good question. Yeah, no, it does.
Could you imagine having so much denial about how much you're sick that your body is like, I guess he's not sick. What if he really thought to himself that he had liver cancer, and then eventually he just wasn't sick because his body was like, yeah, I guess you don't, I guess you don't have AIDS.
It's gone.
Liver.
We'll get rid of it.
Wait, his excuse was liver cancer? Is that what it was, right?
Yeah.
So his AIDS disappears, and then he gets liver cancer.
Because he's like, all right, I guess that solves that problem. Well, so he was Donald Trump was his protege in the 80s. He was Donald Trump came up under him and learned all his sneaky fucking business tactics about how to cheat the system and do all that kind of stuff. So if you go back into the history, it becomes clear, this guy was basically the prototype for the sneaky, sleazy businessman.
Yeah, and that's the thing is his whole family has mob ties, dude. They have mob ties. His dad has ties with the KKK, and it's bananas. He literally ran on a lie, he was everything about him is a lie, everything he just postures.
He
knows what he's doing, and then people are like, he probably knows what he's doing, and then he does
Now this whole thing is just him being like, all right, I guess we'll just try this now, and then and if it works, cool, and if it doesn't work, all right, I guess we're in a fucking mess.
And it's not the first time. People have loaned him money before for various projects, and he never pays them back, and it's just he owes, there's so many lawsuits.
Well, that's just what certain business. That's just a style of business. It's not a good style, but it's just that's how he runs his business, which is fucking gross. Like Mark Cuban, who is a real fucking billionaire. Mark Cuban, we'll talk about it. It's cheap. He's just trying to make. He's a guy trying to make a quick buck, but on a grand scale.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep looking around the room.
Okay, isn't it crazy that Mark Cuban has an entire country named after him? That's insane. That's how he made his fortune, right? He made Cuba.
Yeah.
That's right.
His real name was Mark Cuba, but he changed it to disassociate with the country.
Yeah,
he owns the country.
People in Cuba are Cubans, though.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. I don't know. He's a sleazy guy. He's a shitty fucking person. He's just a creep.
Wait, who are you talking about? I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just reading this, U.S. Weekly that's on the table here. What? What are you saying?
I wonder how often he reads this magazine. Like,
I need to know what's happening in the U.S. weekly. Okay? That's why I read this magazine.
I wonder how much time he just spends doing nothing. Like, how much time does he spend just chilling? Like, I should probably be in meetings, but I think I'm just gonna not do that.
I get distracted pretty regularly, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's not a good habit to get into. Right. It's I'll be. This is like, I hate that I'm admitting this, but I'll literally be mid conversation.
Yeah.
With someone, and it's like I'm engaged in the conversation, and I'm thinking about what to say next, but at the same time, the thing that I'm thinking about to say next, like in the conversation, it relates to like a separate thought that I was distracted about. So it's like I'm listening, but I'm also like kind of not sometimes.
And you can't like tell them you weren't listening. That's and you're always super afraid that they're gonna ask a question. And you just will have no idea how to respond.
And that's the thing is that if someone catches you not listening once, they're gonna think that you're not listening every time.
They will never trust you again.
Yeah. It's happened too much. I wish I was.
I wonder how much that happens to the president, though, because he looks like he's also not good at paying attention.
Yeah, but he doesn't even pay attention to what he's saying himself. You know, like, he's so unhinged. That, like, everything he says, oh my God, let's get into this. The way that
I don't even know. Sorry, go ahead.
His ties with wrestling, we didn't even talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Man, it's so I thought, so here's the thing. When I first saw that video of him hitting Vince McMahon with the chair, I thought somebody had, like, posted his face on somebody else's body, and it was really, like, it was a really good version of that. And then I realized, oh no, that's motherfucking him. Like, that's we have a president in the United States who is literally on WWE wrestling. Like, that's
if you listen to his speeches, it's like, it's amazing because it literally seems like he's in the middle of a wrestling ring, and he's just like, Sleepy Joe. You know, like, and he has that pause, just like with a wrestler, the pause is like, and then he just insults him. He just shits on him the whole time. All he does is shit on people.
It's like Joe. Go ahead.
It feels like he's gonna be like Sleepy Joe doesn't care about America, and then everybody claps and like, boo, you know, it's just like a wrestling match.
And then it's like Joe Biden's just about to run out with the chair and hit him over the back of the head.
Then he shits on Fauci, like, Fauci.
Oh, man.
He doesn't always know what he's talking about, you know, or whatever it is.
I hadn't really connected his speeches to WWE in that way, but you're totally right. Now that I think about it, it's totally like, that is what it is.
Yeah.
He's calling out wrestling.
That's where he got his speaking skills, literally, from the Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, you know what though? Like, I sometimes he'll give a speech and it's like he's giving like a 5-minute act. It's pretty tight. And
it's theatrical.
Yeah, it's so theatrical. Like, if I saw him doing it at a mic, I'd be like, all right, he's got the room on his side, I guess.
That's what's so weird, man. Like it's a performance, and it doesn't make sense. You know?
Yeah. You know what?
Okay.
I have my problems with Obama that you know about, that I've talked about before. But
you don't like him because racist.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I remember.
I have a lot of issues with Obama, but Obama is probably one of the greatest public speakers we've had in the past, in this century.
He's amazing. I love listening to him. Yeah.
Even if I could be so adamantly against what he's saying. If he's saying it and he's doing well, I'm like, all right, I guess we'll just go with that. You know, it's so crazy. Like he recently gave a speech about Joe Biden over TV about how we should vote for Joe Biden. And I have a lot of issues with both of those people, but at the end of it, I was like, all right, I guess that's what's going on now. We just you know, it's so crazy how talented he is.
It's amazing. And you know what? I think that in some ways, like I've heard a couple of Michelle Obama's speeches, like kind of like brought me to tears. You know, like I think she. Yeah. I don't know. Like she's amazing too. She might be a better speaker than him in some respects. Yeah. Like it's like. Well,
she's got the benefit of being a black woman, and we listen to black women, you know. Being like culturally the lowest place in our culture just because of the oppression for being black and a woman. They carry like a certain like, oh, we listen to them, you know. They carry certain I shouldn't be generalizing, but they carry certain aegis in our culture, like certain respectability, I think. Just because, I mean, again, like being a woman and also being black, that you're getting it from both sides.
Yeah, it's true. And I don't know. I guess I don't generally interpret that as like someone that people like would like listen to. You know, I don't know. I just think that she's really good at like. Yeah. She is. You know, like, yeah.
She is very good. She's like Jackie Kennedy, but better. Because I don't know if Jackie Kennedy gave speeches.
I think Michelle Obama would have been a lot better at, like, you know, trying to reach for her husband's skull fragments and when he was shot. You know? Remember that? So President Obama was shot. And then, I don't know if you remember the video. Jackie Kennedy tried to reach for his skull fragments, put it back together, which is one of the most shocking, insane things I've ever. I think that. Why did that shock me more than his head exploding? Was Jackie Kennedy literally turning around to try to get the pieces of his head?
Yeah, his head exploding wasn't that bad, but oh boy, those skull fragments! Ooh, Jesus Christ!
I don't know. It's like, I guess, like, you know, you're not controlling yourself that much when you're in a situation like that. It's just so shocking that you don't.
Yeah, you're right.
Value. So normally you wouldn't be grabbing pieces of someone's head in the sky. But,
hopefully not.
But in that situation, like your husband's head was just shot. So
yeah, right. My dad tells me about how like when Obama, because I was young when he got elected. I think I was like 10 or 11. When he got out of his car to walk down the street right before the inauguration, my dad was telling me, he was like, "Oh, please, I'm hoping they don't shoot him. This is I've seen this too many times in history. Please, for the love of God, white people, do not shoot him." Anyway, we should keep walking around the Oval Office and seeing.
It's not that big. We saw the whole thing.
Okay.
Donald Trump's in front of us. He pissed his pants.
Look at the deck.
There is a greasy mess of pizza toppings and like, just fucking cheese. It's disgusting. I don't know what he does to himself. Yeah. I feel like there's a nanny that comes in here and fucking bathes him.
Yeah.
Like, and dresses him for the day, but like maybe she was off. I don't know what happened today. All right, so let's yeah, well, what's over here? There's like there seems to be like
behind the desk. Behind the desk. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm over here at the desk. I was gonna sit on the desk.
Don't sit on the desk.
There's this little lever here. I don't know what it does. Should I pull it?
Pull it. Pull the lever. Pull the fucking lever.
Okay. All right, I just pulled it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, is that a trap door? Did we just discover a
little
trap
passageway
door?
just opened up. Want to see what's under here?
Yeah, let's go. Go under there.
I thought you were gonna say what? I thought you were gonna say what? What did you think of? I thought
What?
you were gonna say underwear. Have you ever done that?
This podcast is over. Anyways, let's go under the desk that we just found with the secret door. This is a crazy moment. We're pretty chill.
It's pretty dark.
It's very dark. Very dark tunnel. I wonder if we're gonna.
I don't see anything yet. We gotta find a light switch down here, I think.
Feel around the walls. Feel around the walls for once.
Feeling around. This feels like, honestly, this is a pretty dark. Like it's kind of like a cave. Like it doesn't seem
very
like
cave-like.
Excavated, very cleanly.
Yeah.
It seemed like the regular architecture of the White House itself. But this is like some weird underground cave.
Look at this. They don't have lights. They have torches. Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky down here.
It's very crazy.
It's very medieval. I don't know why. Why are there like suits of armor everywhere?
Whose suits of armor are these? We don't have that in American history. This is wild.
This one says Sir Richard III. What's happening?
Do the British still control us? Is that what we're learning now?
Stability, man. I think that's what's happening. The revolution was not a success.
No, it failed. And they all told us it worked.
I mean, if you think about it, if you read some of that history, they're saying that like it seemed impossible and the odds were against them, but somehow they still ended up coming.
Well, see, here's the thing they don't tell. I'm sure you know, but our listeners might not know. Or listener, I don't know who's listening. But they pretend. We like to pretend that we destroyed this behemoth of an empire by ourselves, but we got majority of our help from the Germans and the French. Like they really put in the fucking work to help us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we don't talk about that. You know, it's kind of like with like the 300 Spartans of Greece, how they like to pretend that the Spartans did it all themselves. There was like 10,000 other Greek people.
They like to pretend the Spartans did it all themselves, shirtless, super buff, and cuts, with Gerard Butler. Remember that kid? Yeah. This is Sparta. No armor for some reason. You remember that?
The only defense I
remember, like during those times, they had pretty advanced armor, you know.
Apparently, in the movies, their only armor was their incredibly chiseled abs. Like that's all they needed. Which is not all.
Like, literally impossibly buff.
Who is the fucking nutritionist and weight trainer who's working out all of Greece? I don't know. That movie is fucking badass, but it's also incredibly inaccurate. It's,
it is super historically inaccurate.
But it's fucking cool. Like, when I saw that movie when I was like 8 or 9, it blew my fucking mind. It was...
Oh, yeah. It was pretty cool.
Anyways, keep walking around.
Let's keep going. Well, let's find... Do you say you... Okay, you know what? Obviously, I don't know if there's any torches here, light switches here, so you gotta light one of these torches, I guess? Is that what you're...
All right, maybe do that. Yeah, let's light one of these torches.
Do you happen to have a lighter on you?
You know what? I don't have a lighter. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Sorry. You know what? I don't even have... I said that without even looking. That's the one time we need something. Here's the lighter. Here's the lighter.
Yeah, okay, cool. Here we go. All right, well, it's pretty lit up. Let's look around. Oh
boy,
God.
this is horrifying. Are these cages?
These are cages. So I know that we all know that they're holding kids in cages at the borders right now.
Right, yeah.
But I don't know if you guys knew, they're also holding every single person there in a cage under the Oval Office. Over here we have Sean Spicer. Like, he looks spicy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. I can sense the love in the room.
Has anyone ever called him Spicy?
Spicy Spicer.
That's his nickname. Hey, so what's up, Spicy? He doesn't look like he likes that very much.
Maybe his wife calls him that.
He's turning. He's in here with his wife, too. I didn't say that. He's in here.
He doesn't look happy. She wants to divorce him, is what.
Yeah, they both look very pissed off. We have John Bolton, security advisor, that left him and wrote a book about him.
You know, whoever hired Bolton should get fired.
I don't know. How did he get in here?
That was a recent addition, I guarantee you. Because, you know, we knew about him recently, about a book that came out.
Right.
You know, shitting on his administration, which is crazy because he could have come out with a lot of that information in the Mueller investigation. That would have helped all of us.
Yeah.
But instead, he decided to wait. For capital gain, because that's how his administration does. That's
I don't know. I feel like obviously we can agree that he's shitty. The people around him are usually shitty, so they're not going to shit on him unless they can actually get something out of it.
That's what's been happening, dude.
Yeah. You know,
we can't trust anyone.
No. No, the entire government is fucking evil.
It's pretty fucked at this point.
I mean, not that it hasn't been evil before, but now it's just so explicitly wrong.
We need Rage Against the Machine right now. We need that to come back. We need them to come out with a new album.
Yeah.
They're perfect. I mean, like, their message is perfect right now.
You're right. I totally agree. I saw a cool meme a while back about like white people or like white men who like support Donald Trump but also enjoy Rage Against the Machine, and the meme was something like, well, what if we rage on behalf of the machine? Like, what?
On behalf of the machine. How boring would that be? Like, imagine that band, Rage on
behalf of the machine. It's just like a bunch of like 20-something white boys with college.
Yep. They all are wearing Mormon suits, like
sweaters around their necks. I can imagine also.
They all have helmets on from when they were riding their bikes to get there.
And they're not even cool helmets.
They're just like, they're really big, like kid helmets.
Oh boy. Yeah, anyway, let's keep walking around this secret tunnel we found underneath the wall.
Here we have Sarah Huckabee Sanders, another press secretary, I think.
I've spent a lot of time around the president over the last year. He was able to go ahead and get his hair and makeup done, so I think he'll be okay.
Her face still looks notably deflated, I'll say that. Her deflated face has not been inflated.
You know, it's crazy. Trump needed somebody to be his communications director, and the woman he has now is so fucking perfect. The woman who replaced Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Well, she needs to make sure she doesn't fuck up even once, because she'll get fired too. So.
Yeah, but the thing is she seems like she actually believes what she's saying, and she's very smart, and she's definitely caught the media flat-footed before in a really scary way. So it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird when he finds like effective people for his position, because that just makes the argument.
It makes it worse.
It makes it so much worse. Like, you guys gotta stop fucking going for this job, please.
So we have Michael Cohen over here.
Oh, hey, look at that.
The last time I appeared before Congress, I came to protect Mr. Trump. Today, I am here to tell the truth about Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike,
so this this guy was recently, his prison sentence was recently like transferred. Like he was actually, his sentence was actually like over, and he was serving the rest of his sentence at home. I don't know if you guys heard about this. But,
yeah, I didn't hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was actually serving the rest of his sentence at home, but those were the conditions. It was like house arrest. You know?
Yeah.
But then they filmed him recently, like on day one of this house arrest. He was at a restaurant nearby eating like a fucking idiot, and they all the cameras were on him. Like, what are you doing? He violated the conditions of his house arrest, and now he's here. Apparently, Trump put him in his.
What did he think was going to happen? Like, what did he think? They won't see me. I'll be fine. I'll wear a hat or something. And then oh boy. No, he was really interesting. Did you watch any of the trials when he was on?
The crazy thing about I watched some of it, man. It seemed like he was willing to expose the inner machinations of the administration itself. You know, like he was trying to come clean with what he knew. Right. Well, but like anyone in the administration was going to comply. It's not like anything was going to happen because of it, you know. But
what's interesting? So he was Trump's lawyer before he even became president. Like he's been his lawyer for a long time. So I was just really fascinated at the way he was describing like how Trump operates in his regular businesses. Just like the sneakiness, because he was like a fixer. Like he was like Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad, but on like an international level.
Saul Goodman, but not funny.
Yeah.
Like Saul Goodman, like he was a fixer, but he was a charming.
He was a cool guy to hang out with. Don't fucking leave your wallet in the car, but.
He was always like mid-conversation doing something super shady.
Yeah.
Talking about it, you know, like it's like, and you don't realize that he was doing something until after the conversation.
Yeah.
What was he putting in the safe?
Did I just give you my social security number? Is that what happened?
It's like really slick about everything.
That's a good show, by the way. If you haven't watched it, we're not pitching it. We're not advertisers for it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Better call Saul.
Of course, Breaking Bad. Yeah, better. I never actually watched all of Better Call Saul though.
Neither have I. I think not a lot of people have, but it's actually, I think, almost a better show than Breaking Bad. Because it's tighter.
I've heard some people say that.
Yeah. I mean, Breaking Bad, I don't know where you fall on the line, but I think Breaking Bad is one of the greatest shows of all time. But I think Better Call Saul does what it knows how to do better because they know the ending, so they can just write towards that. So it's easier to get there. You know, with Breaking Bad, they figured it out. They had to figure it out as they went. So the plot.
Yeah, I get that.
The plot wasn't always 100%, although most of the time it was. Anyways, let's keep going.
It looks like we have. I'm just gonna talk about one more person. There's a lot of people that Trump that are really pissed off Trump down here, and they're in horrible conditions. This guy's a lot more fucked up than a lot of the other people here. This is Jeff Sessions. Remember Jeff Sessions?
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Jeff. How's it going?
And let me say this about the president and our relationship. I followed the law. I did the right thing. And I saved the president's bacon in the process.
Fucking elf. He looks like an elf. He's an elf-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, he's an elf. He's a straight up big-headed, like, elf-eared. I don't even know how old he is. He looks like he could be 100 or 60.
100 or 60.
But this guy's in literal shackles, like in his arms and his neck.
They do not want him getting out. They don't want him getting out.
He's really thin. He's sitting in his own shit. I feel bad for him, but like...
We're going to leave him here, though. We're going to leave him here. Sorry,
he's yelling at us like a cat right now. That's what he's doing. He's just, like an angry cat. He doesn't. He's completely helpless down here. He recused himself from the investigation.
Yeah.
The Mueller investigation.
Yeah.
And Trump was pissed. Let me tell you, I can see based on his conditions down here, this is one of the worst punishments.
No, it's not good for him. I am worried about him, but not enough to do anything. I don't want to help him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of these people had what was coming to them.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's what always gets me. When they get out of the administration, we tend to like, oh man, you left. That's so good of you. You're fired. You're writing this book. Why didn't you guys fucking do anything while you were there? You had all this fucking time, and you did nothing, and you just let him be a criminal. So that's I don't feel bad for you getting out and writing this book, because you obviously didn't want to actually help when the opportunity presented.
He's intimidated so many people. So many people are scared of Trump. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
And then Trump is scared of certain people too.
Yeah. Well,
people have dirt on him.
Yeah. Well, we should be scared. Like, that's the thing, because he's the most powerful man in the world, and he is prone to petty arguments.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so scary. Oh boy. Anyway.
Okay, so let's try to find a way out of here. This was fun.
Getting a little scary though.
What else we can explore? And plus, I don't know. I kind of feel weird just seeing what we found and discovered in this area. Like, this is pretty fucked up. I don't know how much we're gonna see going.
Yeah, this is a little bit scary. I wanna get out of here.
Yeah. All right. So looks like we're going back. We're gonna try to backtrack here.
Andrew, do you hear that rumbling? What is that? What is that rumbling?
I don't know, but it's happening fast and it's coming closer. And are we having an earthquake? I mean, we're not in California.
No, okay, I forgot about that.
We're in DC. The earthquakes happen here, I don't remember.
No, I don't know. I think they only get hurricanes and dust storms from dust. Yeah.
I thought you said duck storms, like storms of.
I think they had a plague of locusts last month. But,
imagine how cute it would be if it was a storm with just like ducks everywhere. Or like a tornado with just a tornado of ducks going around in circles.
They eat everything in their path.
Yeah. All going up into the air. Yeah, there you go.
That's the loudest tornado we've ever heard. Just leaking, quacking.
Oh my god, how fucking funny.
They heard it in Europe.
Can you hear all those ducks at the same time? Feel like a huge storm of quacks. Like, it would destroy so many buildings, but it would be hilarious. Everybody would be laughing. Okay, well, while we've been talking, this thing has approached us.
Is that robot Richard Nixon?
Crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
You know what? I know what Richard Nixon looks like, and I know what a robot looks like.
That could be a clone,
It could be, I guess, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, but like, for our audience, it's Richard Nixon's face, with literally a Terminator metal body.
Crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
So
it's insane.
It's
actually pretty cool to look at. Yeah.
It's kind of like they made the robot, and the only thing they took care to make look like a human was the face. That was it. Everything else is very robot-esque, So
it's got a lot of wires coming out of it.
A lot of wires. Imagine like a 1990s movie version of a robot. Not
He's moving very slow. I am scared because he has guns, but I am not scared because he's moving.
He's got like 6 guns coming out of each arm. It's kind of insane.
Crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
Yeah, they really wanted him to be fucking murderous.
Yeah. Looks like he's trying to. I don't know how we're gonna get away from this guy, but he's actually trying to hound us down right now.
Yeah, he's moving very slowly though, like I said. So we just gotta move out of here. That's,
crook.
Is he saying something? I can't.
He's yelling at us.
Crook.
What is he? Stop and listen to what he's saying.
Crook. Well, I'm not a crook. Not a crook.
I don't know.
It seems
like
something he said before.
This is a version of Richard Nixon who thinks he's human, which is ironic, actually. Because I think the original Richard Nixon also thought he was human. So.
He likes to think he was, but we all know the fucking truth. We all know.
Damn. Okay, so this is Nixon leading the pack, and then behind him we have fucking Andrew Jackson. Look at this.
Look at that.
Robot Andrew
Jackson.
Audio file not found. Not found.
And then we have
very racist. Looking very racist.
He's like, he just looked like he just got finished, like, killing entire races of Indians.
He looks
He's
like
here
it,
now.
yeah. If anybody's ever looked like it, it's him.
Yeah. If anyone's ever looked like that, look in someone's face like, oh yeah, that guy, of course, killed millions of Indians, of Native Americans. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay.
What am I doing? Jeez, I'm using colonizer language.
Here's the thing. Oddly enough, we should use native, but oddly enough, a lot of natives don't care if we say Indians because they're so used to it over 400 years. But we should always make the effort to say native.
Yeah, you don't want to normalize something that's shitty.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of them are used to it now, but it's still like, oh, this is good. They're not Indians.
Definitely.
They're not Indians. Anyways.
Ronald Reagan's right here too.
Oh, look at that! Robot Ronald Reagan. All right.
I will never engage in conflict. I will engage in conflict.
I'm less intimidated by him.
I am too. Let's hope he doesn't try to impose any trickle down beat downs on us.
Yeah.
That's his
economic.
That's Ronald Reagan robot special move, the trickle down beat down.
And then he comes at you with the chair.
Yeah.
It looks like two Democrats, two not.
Oh, hey,
Democrats.
represent from both parties. What else do we have?
Robot Lyndon Johnson has his dick out.
Let's see if you can't lead me about an inch from where the zipper ends round back to my bum hole.
Oh, shit. Well, you know what? If anyone was going to make it, kind of makes sense. That's all he did when he was alive anyway.
Lyndon Johnson is the Louis C.K. of politics.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you heard those stories?
I've heard the stories. I've heard in negotiations when he was trying to persuade someone, he would just coerce them by literally taking his dick out.
Yeah, holy shit.
Insane.
That's sexual assault. That's what it is.
Somehow no one cared during that time. He didn't get me dude,
No, it wasn't a thing. People. That's how I can only imagine how awful the workplace was for women in the 50s, 60s, 70s. I mean, it's still not great, but
oh my God.
Just, how awful. Every secretary was harassed sexually.
Well, I remember Mad Men.
Right, exactly.
That was a good representation.
Yeah, no, it really was.
Yeah.
How fucking awful we've been to women forever. Not even just recently.
Literally, yeah. It's we have just minuscule progress over time, and we don't know. We have a long way to go.
Yeah, we have years.
We've also come, quite a ways, I think, but just generally we know that we're not done, obviously.
We've come very far. Yeah, we've come really far, and the fact that now if you harass a woman, you can actually complain and you get in trouble in a lot of places.
Yeah, 300 years ago, you could just call a woman a witch and then they would burn her. That's what.
In Mexico, in the past, if you wanted to marry a woman, you would just pick her up and take her home. That's you would just put her in a bag.
Oh my God.
You just put her in a bag and be like, "This is mine now," and that's how it is.
And it's the more you think about time traveling, dude, the more that you realize that it's only really fun for white dudes,
Yeah. and not even all white dudes. If you were Irish 100 years ago, you could. It was really shitty for you. You couldn't get a job anywhere.
That's true too.
I mean,
if you just dye your hair brown, and then get a tan, and then you could say you're not Irish.
It really this country is really great for blonde-haired, blue-eyed white. This is the blonde-haired, blue-eyed utopia that Hitler
Yep.
dreamed of.
This is a Hitler youth country.
The problem is we have so many other kinds of people that it's
Oh yeah.
you know. Anyway,
So
we're still being shaped.
So that's Lyndon. That's Lyndon. Yeah, we're running as we're saying all of this. By the way, I know it sounds like it's so effortless and we're not running at all. But this is just how it is now. We take everything in stride. So
We've seen and suffered so much that we're not afraid of pain anymore.
Oh yeah. So Lyndon Johnson's feature was his dong just being out, and that's what he's attacking with.
I hear a saxophone. Do you hear that?
Whoa! What
coming
the
around
fuck?
the
There's
Oh,
Bill
Jesus.
Clinton in the back.
Oh wow!
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Bill Clinton. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, that makes sense.
Everyone thought he was so cool
He was the coolest fucking president because he played the saxophone.
with his saxophone.
Oh, boy. And it turns out he was a fucking pedophile, according to Jeffrey Epstein. I don't
know
That's
what's
the way
happening
you see
with
it.
that man. That's such a crazy thing because you see so many like people taking pictures with Epstein, and it's like, okay, I have a feeling for sure, like a good amount of them were probably complicit in some crazy shit. But like, what were they doing?
That's kind of the big mystery, right? Because we know that Bill Clinton was on his plane, his sex plane, like many
Like,
times.
what were they doing on that plane?
Yeah.
You know, like, where were they going? What was happening?
Yeah.
Like,
The thing about Bill, I know it's hard to lose attachment because up until very recently, Bill Clinton was this liberal powerhouse and he controlled the Democratic Party. But like, he has so many sexual assault allegations against him, and so many times he tried to squash it. And then his whole thing with Monica Lewinsky, which is clearly a power play. And I mean, maybe like he was the fucking president, and she was a 23-year-old intern. This guy's a fucking predator.
Yeah.
So it's so hard. We gotta just separate from all of these awful fucking men.
It's kind of like the comedy scene.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I know it sounds fucked up. That's like, oh my god. Like, I have heard, there are stories, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we know that some of our favorite comedians are the worst fucking people.
exactly. We already know. You heard what came out about Christel D'Elia,
Right.
Like, that happened. And that's the thing. That kind of thing was going on for a while, and everyone around him was, a lot of them were fine with it. It's like,
yeah, well, some of them didn't know either. Though. Like, it's not. I don't know how much you would talk about it, but.
Well, there are other people too that talk about like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name specific names, maybe, but there are other people too where it's like, yeah, I had her suck my dick for stage time. Like,
yes.
Real shit that was happening.
I mean, we can say his fucking name if we're gonna,
No, I don't know. I don't know if I should. Should we?
I mean, we did talk about Chris D'Elia. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
The thing about Joey Diaz is that he also has done, like, he kidnapped the man in the 80s. Like, he put him in the trunk of his car. Obviously.
Yeah,
like,
that's part of his whole shtick is that he's been, he's been through a lot of crazy shit, and he was involved. Was it mob ties and stuff too, or not?
Well, he didn't have mob ties, but he grew up. His best friends when he was growing up, their parents were in the mob, so he wasn't involved per se, but he hung out with people who were in the
I get it. I see.
Yeah. But like, that's not even the worst thing. Like, he fucking kidnapped a man and put him in the trunk of his car. Like, that.
I mean, that's something I do, like, every once in a while. It's fine.
I think you put me in the trunk of your car a couple times.
Yeah, I just thought you liked the ride back there. I don't know.
I don't. I tell you every time. And
you should have told me louder. I don't know.
Anyways, we should go back up to the Oval Office.
Okay, yeah, we've been running around in circles for a while, trying to get away from them, Scooby-Doo style, like just running around in circles.
Yeah. right.
Let's get up the
bye,
top
robot
one.
president.
Later,
Bye,
guys.
robot.
Fucking slow losers. Shut the door in their face. Boom.
Boom. All right.
Get on your knees, scumbag!
Oh, Jesus. We are surrounded by Secret Service agents.
Oh, boy. I think
trouble.
they know that we killed a couple of them earlier. So
They probably aren't happy about that.
yeah,
Most
they're
likely.
pointing at the ones that we murdered. They're literally pointing directly at them and crying.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Anyway,
okay.
I think we're getting arrested. We should probably shut the broadcast off.
Yeah, we'll continue this later. We'll let you guys know where we end up. But in the meantime, yeah, follow us on Instagram at Please Send Hell Pod. And then we have Justin over here at me underscore doing underscore comedy. Why did I do that? You could have done that. That's fine.
It's okay. Me underscore doing underscore comedy, and then follow Andrew at Andrew the numbers.
Oh no, you got mine wrong. I'm just kidding.
Did I? Okay.
That's right.
Andrew and then numbers.
No, that's wrong. Oh,
I don't know
right
what
the
it's
first
right
time.
anymore. Anyways.
All right. Well, see you guys later. Bye-bye.
See you guys later. Bye.